Hi everyone, this is a short video to take you through what is expected from you when you submit your plan. This is for my students at Swansea University who are currently working in their dissertation in the third year. The module code is MN3001 and the plan is due to be submitted by 3 p.m. on Friday, 9th of December 2016. So just as a quick reminder, what is expected from you in this plan is to have these main sections: introduction, literature review, and data and methodology. So the main idea of the plan is to tell me what is your research question, what is your motivation, as we discussed in our supervision meeting, why you are interested in this, why you think your topic is important, why should I read your work. So all these questions you need to keep in mind in when you write the introduction. So you need to think of your objectives and like background of your research. So this is part of the introduction. So you have to have a clear research question. Now hopefully after the two meetings we already had, now that you learn that you need to narrow down your research question. So we're trying to avoid the very broad research questions. We want something achievable, something that we can do. That's what we tried to do over the last month, trying to narrow down the research question. Now I expect now that all of you know what you're gonna do now. So as I said, so within the introduction, make sure you introduce or you give enough background about your topic. Why is it important? Why should I read it? Which your motivation behind the work, any observation you have, anything you've observed that you think make this topic interesting and important for policymakers, etc. Then be clear about your research question and the aims and objectives of your research. Also, when it would be very helpful if you include a very brief section for the literature review, just to make sure that you or to show that you've done some research already and you started looking out there to see what is written in on this topic. The last part, which is the data and methodology, we already discussed this in our last meeting. There are different data sources that we could look at. I will record different videos to show you different data sources. We briefly discussed this in the last meeting, and also it would be a good idea if you think of what type of methodology that can fit your topic and is suitable for the data. So data is very important, so you need to be careful when you look for data or when you try to think of the methodology, because if you have a good methodology without data, then we can do nothing. And also if you have good data but you're not using the proper methodology, so again, so your results are not going to be really making any sense. So as I said, so when you work in your on your plans, just think of these: the introduction, how you motivate your work, your research question, and also of course I assume that you already have the title, so I didn't include the title. Of course your plan should have a title for your research plan. So the introduction, motivation. Within the introduction you have background, motivation, research question, and your research objectives, what you're trying to achieve. And in the literature review, very brief section on the literature review. That should be enough just to demonstrate that you've done some background reading on your topic, and then what data you're going to collect. Are you going to collect annual data or quarterly data, monthly data, or where are you going to collect this data from, what variables you are interested in, and etc., and what methodology you're going to follow. So that's very short video that show you what is expected from you in the research plan. Thank you.